Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, we're drinking bourbon. All right, Ben, what do we have on the bar today?
We have got, bam, this is Booker's 2024-01, the Springfield batch. All right, another Booker's.
Another Booker's. We've recently done one.
Yeah, the first of 2024 is here.
Okay.
So this is called the Springfield batch. Quick stats on it. 124.5 proof, 7 years, 7 months, and 8 days old. I picked this one up at Sam's Club, so I got a deal on it for 82 bucks.
Okay.
But usually they run around 100.
Do they still come in a box?
They do, yes.
Okay. So what is Booker's, and why is it special?
It's special because it comes in a fancy box.
Okay, yeah.
But it's one of their small batch products. They do 4 releases a year. It's kind of one of those ones where I think a lot of people are starting to get priced out of interest in it because the price went up to 100 bucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not getting as much. I'm not getting like a wide variety of.
It's got like very light maple syrup hint, and it's very light.
Yeah, I'm mostly just getting kind of like that peanut shell.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of molasses or something like that.
But it smells good. Like
dark
like
sweetness.
there's nothing off-putting about it. It's not super powerful at this point.
Yeah.
So anyway,
well,
I'm going for it.
let's get into the palate. Cheers. Wow, that tastes dusty, like legitimately dusty. That's weird. You usually kind of say like on an older age bourbon, you kind of get the dusty vibes. And sometimes call out the tasting notes or the nose
Peanut shell.
Well, no, if like the dusty barn floor, the dusty rick house floor or something like that, which sounds like a weird way to describe a
And
taste
not
or
good,
smell.
but it actually.
Yeah. But I'm getting very, very dusty vibes off this. This drinks like an older age bourbon.
It's really, really good. It has a very long burn. It has, don't take this too far, but it has a cinnamon kind of spice, but not extreme like some of the other products in their line.
I'm not getting a ton of that. I'm getting a little bit of the spice, I guess you could attribute to
Well, it's almost like red hots, like this burn associated with red hots, more than the flavor of the cinnamon.
Yeah, like a candy, artificial cinnamon sort of flavor. I'm with you on that, but it's very light, like you said, and I'm just having a hard time picking out anything besides just that kind of dusty oak note.
Does the initial flavor, it's got a really nice wave of caramel at the beginning, and it's nice and sweet, not too sweet, and it slowly, the sweetness just kind of like mellow, like drops off.
You said caramel at the beginning. I'm starting to get a little bit more of that, a couple sips in here. It almost comes across as like a salted caramel, which I think goes with the peanut shell, the salted peanut shell kind of vibe. But again, very light, like the sweetness is not front and center on this one, at least not for me.
So I think it's front, but then it dies away pretty quick, and it's just nice and mellow, like fading into the sunset. I like this a lot. But it is maybe not the most interesting or complex bourbon we've ever had.
Right.
But the flavors that it does have really work well for me.
Yeah, I think the flavors really work well for me too, but this is almost a different category of bourbon for me, flavor profile wise, because it's so heavy on just oak and dust and age that it just doesn't, for me, have all those different like vanillas and caramels and brown sugars and all that stuff aren't quite as present. And honestly, that makes me kind of like it even more because it's something a little bit different, and that's what's cool about these batch products when they release different batches throughout the year. So yeah, I mean, I'd be interested in like putting this into a flight sometime and just see how it compares to other stuff, and see if it's noticeably kind of off profile from some of the more sweeter releases, either from Booker's or like Knob Creek single barrels that are
Sure.
a little bit older, similar proof. So, but yeah, this is really good. I'm gonna have another pour of this later on today, I think, and just kind of have one of those ones where you just sit with it for a little bit and kind of see what happens as you go through a little bit bigger of a pour than what we do for a review.
If I saw one of these, I would absolutely pick it up at a reasonable price because it's different enough to be kind of unique,
Yep.
It's not your average pour of bourbon.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's kind of what they go for with doing these. Like I said, the 4 different releases per year. So in that regard, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been Booker's 2024-01, the Springfield batch. On the Bourbon Note, I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Till next time. See you next time. And you're saying this wasn't a collaboration with Rick Springfield?